100%, dude. Like to be like, so by the way, to say like, you're making the same video every day. Like we're saying it as obviously like joking around, but like almost as a impressive feat of this rule book you've created. Because again, as a creator, like it's very hard to do what you're doing, both from like the production and the post perspective. But a couple of things, like one thing that we were looking at is as human beings, somewhere between 40 and 50% of our daily life, like what we do today, between 40 and 50% of that is what we did yesterday. And that is like how our life works, right? Is we work in habits and rituals. And I think as we've been looking at this show itself and like why it's so different on YouTube, it's actually part of a bigger trend that's happening in entertainment, which is this return to appointment viewing. So like in 2023, 75% of the most popular shows in the US were weekly releases, not binge viewing. And so we're starting to see like, I think people want shared experiences again. I think people want like water cooler TV. And whenever you do a daily series on YouTube, it gives us all like a thing to talk about because we're watching the same thing at the same time. Yeah. Otherwise, we're watching a bunch of different things at different times. And maybe we could talk about it, but when there's this thing happening, we get to talk about it at the same time. Mm. And I think the familiarity of every day, like I have like a deep sense of joy when I watch you guys get coffee. and it happens every single time. I'm like, I like look forward to you getting an iced coffee. And I think one thing we wanted to ask you is like, what's the rule book for the show in terms of what stays the same every day and what changes?